Hello everybody, I'm Jan Elkins and this is Ways to Save with SWEPCO. Today we have a special segment for you and it's about safe driving. And you may be saying, well, what has that got to do with SWEPCO? Well, I'm glad you asked because I invited a couple of people here, Zebb Rogers from SWEPCO and Officer Chris Bordelon from the Shreveport Police Department here to answer the question, and I appreciate you both being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Zebb, let's start with you. We're talking about driving safety.
Yes, ma'am.
SWEPCO with utility poles. Tell me a little bit about why that's important to talk about.
Car accidents are a really large cause of outages for our customers. So not only the dangers that they cause to the person that are involved in the event, but the inconvenience that it causes our customers that we serve. So if you can avoid distractions out on the roadway, we like to implement the Smith system keys at SWEPCO. That focuses on things like safe following distances, keeping your eyes moving, trying to look out for those hazards in the roadway ahead, and just trying to avoid distractions at all costs so that you can react in plenty of time to avoid things like that.
If a person does hit the pole, what should they do from a SWEPCO standpoint?
If they don't have to exit the vehicle, they should stay in the car until a trained professional gets there to make sure that the situation is safe to enter. So that's even if you're involved in it yourself or if you're just a bystander that happens to see an accident.
From a police standpoint, what advice can you give somebody if they hit the utility pole or if they're around when somebody else knocks the pole down?
The faster you can contact emergency service, the faster we can get on scene. If it is safe, we would ask that you stay inside the vehicle. However, if your vehicle is smoking or anything like that, we would want you to get out. Under no circumstances would you touch any of the power lines or any of the materials that are on the ground, and encourage other individuals that show up not to touch any of those as well.
Thanks so much for the information, Zebb and Chris. We appreciate it. I'm Jan Elkins for KTBS 3, and this has been Ways to Save with SWEPCO.